Today, we're not just talking about a truck. We're talking about a legend reborn, a beast that promises to conquer the concrete jungle and the wildest trails. We're talking about the 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. Toyota threw everything they have at this TRD Pro, from its aggressive stance to its revolutionary hybrid powertrain. This truck was designed to turn heads and tackle anything you threw at it. But is it the ultimate midsize truck? Well, that's what we're here to find out. So stick around and see what makes this TRD Pro tick, the strengths, the weaknesses, and we're going to give you our OSR vehicle rating. All right, let's talk about the first impression. And this TRD leaves a big one because it's a showstopper. It's got rugged styling, a muscular stance, and those sculpted body lines that scream, "Take me off-road." Up front, we've got this huge black Toyota Heritage grille. It's aggressive and bold. And then you have shadowing around the headlights, and you've got rigid fog lights down here. It just really complements this mud bath color, which is new for this year, and it is a fantastic choice for this off-road beast. And speaking of off-road, you can see the bright red TRD suspension sticking out above these knobby tires. These are 18-inch TRD black alloy wheels wrapped in Goodyear Territory 33-inch tires, and they look tough. This has a high clearance front bumper with those red painted recovery tow hooks and the TRD skid plate right underneath there. Definitely shows that this is ready for the off-road. All of this stuff is not just for show. Every exterior piece serves a purpose which reflects Toyota's off-road history. If the exterior is all about being rugged and tough, then the interior of the TRD Pro is about being rugged and modern. The first thing you're going to notice are the IsoDynamic seats in here. They are heated and ventilated. You do have power sliding and lumbar, but you only have a manual backrest adjustment. On the back of the seats, there's what looks like built-in shock absorbers. These are designed to give you extra stability and absorb the shock of your body bouncing around on the trails. On the door, you do have plenty of space for your bottles. You've got a place to put your cell phone, and you've got this nice red stitching around all of this black leather. On this side, you've got Toyota badging right in front of the passenger. You've got a little tray to put items up there. You've got your glove box, and it is pretty good size. This is leather with the red stitching. As we come across, we've got a 14-inch infotainment screen, and then we come over to the 12.3-inch digital driver's display. You got RPMs on the left, speedometer on the right. You do have a few things that you can change in center and on the outside. So you can change up your middle, you can move to the outside, change over a few things over there, and then you can pop to the other side and you can make some adjustments there to look at whatever you would like to look at. Right back to the steering wheel, and we've got Toyota's normal TRD steering wheel with the label right there at the bottom. You got driver assistance here on the right with lane centering and adaptive cruise. And then on the left side, you have got your volume control, your voice recognition, your menu controls for the driver's display, and your phone. Now we'll come over to the 14-inch infotainment screen. This does have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. My phone is too far away to be connected right now, but we have our navigation, you have your sources, you've got your phone when it's connected, you have your trip information that you can look at, you've got history, your miles per gallon, what you've been averaging. You go back out, you have your vehicle alerts if there are any, and then down here under the settings is where you're going to go through and set up any other things that you want to look at, your sound and your media, navigation settings, go down here to vehicle customization, your lights, your doors, your climate control, your utilities, and that type of information there. but as you can see, it does work really well. It's pretty quick and snappy. Now we'll pan down, and there is your volume and your two vents for the front. Over here you have your heated steering wheel. You've got your climate controls across here, heated and ventilated seats right there. Looks like we have a wireless phone charger here. We have enough space to probably set another phone there. You got two USB-Cs right there. You've got a 12 volt right below that. You got a small little tray right here, probably set the passenger's phone down in there. And then we have a standard shifter, which is really nice. I love the standard shifters. We look down and you have your electronic parking brake, your hold, and then you have 4 low, 4 high, and 2 high. When we get back here to your dial, this is going to control all of your drive modes, your tow haul, your multi-terrain select, and your rock crawl. Next to that, you have your trailer assist. You have your camera views that we can take a look at right now. You've got a 360 surround on there. Then you've got that from the inside. We go in reverse, and then you have all of these other features. So you have what's in front of you, or what's behind you. No, what's in front of you, what's behind you, up the front of your vehicle, so you can see the rocks in front of you. There you can see the rocks behind you. You have a bed camera also, and then you have a few little trail cam things that you can take a look at, and here you've got your pitch and roll right up on the screen also. Really great camera system, and they all look really clear and nice. Then you have a locking rear differential, and you have a stabilizer disconnect, which is great for when you are crawling over those rocks. You got your 2 cup holders right here, and then we have the center armrest, and it is pretty nice. It's nice and cushy, and it is a good spot. And we open it up, and it's not very deep though. We've got a few items down in here. So we take this stuff out, and you do have a Toyota first aid kit in there, but if we take that first aid kit out, and there you go, there's a decent amount of space down in this. This one also came with the sunroof, so that puts a lot of light inside this dark black interior, but it does look great in here. You can see how rugged but modern it is in here. Looks great. All right, let's go hop in the back. Well, we're not gonna hop in the back because I'm 6 foot tall and I can't fit in the back behind these seats. There's too much stuff on the back of the seats. The opening's not big enough, not enough leg room. So we're gonna take a look at what is back there, and maybe there's some extra storage. All right, back seat. As I mentioned, you cannot get back there. I mean, there's literally about 4 inches between the back of that seat and the front of this one. There's no way I am getting in there. But we can look at a few things back here. They do have cup holders if you have anybody that can fit back here, probably just dogs and babies maybe. You do have 2 USB plugs, and you have a 120 plug back here. No center armrest because there's just not enough room for hardly anything in here. In the non-hybrid models, this is storage under the seats, but in the iForce Max, this is where your high voltage battery is. It's sitting right under the back seat, so you don't get any extra storage. You can fold these seats down, and there you can see the JBL subwoofer right there, and there is maybe a little bit of storage you can get behind the seat on the passenger side. Otherwise, you do have a couple spots for bottles there, and you still have red stitching and leather here in the back, which is kind of nice to see. All right, enough talk about looks and features. How does the 2025 Tacoma TRD Pro actually drive? Well, under the hood, we have the iForce Max 2.4 liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder hybrid powertrain. This thing puts out 326 horsepower and a massive 465 pound-feet of torque at just 1,700 RPMs. That low end torque from the electric motor and virtually no turbo lag makes this heavy truck feel surprisingly quick off the line. In fact, it goes from 0 to 60 in around 7.1 to 7.6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. 60. Wow, sounds good. The 8-speed automatic transmission provides smooth shifting, and then there's the fuel economy. This isn't a hybrid for Prius level MPGs, guys. Toyota designed this system for performance, to increase the off-road capabilities and the towing power, which this does have enough power to tow up to 6,000 pounds. Despite its aggressive looks and its off-road focus, it actually has a pretty smooth ride for a truck this size. It handles the bumps and the rough roads without the jolts and jiggles. It truly feels aggressive, capable, and ready for anything, making you feel like you're the king of the road. It's an unexpectedly good daily driver, and I feel confident that people will just get out of my way. The TRD Pro is not just about raw power. It's packed with features to make it a serious asset for overlanders and off-roaders. For example, you can option this with an integrated air compressor directly from the factory so you can deflate and inflate your tires for the off-road. How cool is that? And you can get an optional 2400 watt power source back in the bed, which is right here. So you've got power back here, and if you got that compressor, they would put that compressor system right there. One quirk that some might find interesting is the hybrid speaker sound. When you're looking around for a parking spot, just kind of at a low cruising speed, there is sort of a whirring or whiny noise, but personally, I kind of like it, and it's definitely something you have to get used to. Before I give you the OSR vehicle rating, let's talk a little bit about price. Because this Tacoma TRD Pro is going to start at $65,135. Now with the options and the destination fee, this one's sitting right here in front of you as tested, comes in at $67,320. Now it's time for the OSR vehicle rating for the 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. This is our comprehensive score broken down into multiple different sections. There's 10 categories in total. For needs and lifestyle fit, we gave it a 7 out of 10. Next is total cost of ownership. We gave it a 5 out of 10. Next, for safety features and safety ratings, we gave it an 8 out of 10. Under technology and infotainment, we gave it an 8 out of 10. For comfort and practicality, we gave it a 6 out of 10. Performance and driving dynamics got a 9 out of 10. Next is reliability and durability. That got a 7 out of 10. Resale value potential, 9 out of 10. Next is your fuel efficiency and range, got a 6 out of 10. Lastly, we have the design and aesthetics. It received a 9 out of 10. That brings our total OSR vehicle rating for the 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro to an above average 74 out of 100. And that's going to bring us to our OSR best value trim choice for the 2025 Toyota Tacoma, and that's going to be the TRD Off-Road iForce Max. It's a highly capable, well-equipped, and versatile midsize truck that strikes an optimal balance between off-road prowess and daily usability, all at a reasonable cost starting around $46,500. The 2025 Tacoma TRD Pro is an impressive machine. It's built for adventure, packed with technology, and has a driving experience that's both robust and surprisingly refined. So if you're looking for a mid-sized truck that can do it all, daily driving, tackling the toughest trails, then the TRD Pro should be at the top of your list. What do you think about the TRD Pro? Do you like the hybrid powertrain, or would you just rather have the gas version? Let us know down in the comments, and then you guys have a blessed day.